It's the goosebumps that you get on the back of your neck, on the side of your arms when you hear a record. It's a je ne sais quoi that you see when an artist walks in a room and they just keep garnering your attention. They keep attracting your eyes to them. I wanted to know when I was growing up what Jay-Z was eating for breakfast. It was like I was so interested. I wonder what cars he drove. There was a persona, right? When I saw UGK and Pimp C talk, I wanted to invoke the manhood, the machismo that they exuded, right?
Hmm.
And so it ends up being something that breathed life into you. So when you ask me, how do you know the difference, right? It's no tangible way to qualify or quantify someone's chemistry as an artist. They either have it or they don't.
Yeah.
And listen, it's a bunch of talented people that have come and made tremendous careers off of a talent, right? You see somebody that was like somebody would mention Cheryl Crow, really talented singer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But goddamn, Cheryl Crow and Mariah,
No.
right?
No.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
And so Cheryl Crow's super successful, uber wealthy. There's a realm and a place and a space for talent. But as long as the one with the gift is willing to work at their craft, be flexible, and not be consumed by their gift, uh, that's something that's not only undeniable, but very rarely can you dim that light. They can dim it themselves through, malpractice, bad habits, poor life choices. But it's very hard for a gift that was given not to manifest. And so sometimes it's the hardest part is differentiating between what's a talent and what's a gift.
Yeah.
But again, talent is like, oh man, that sounds good. A gift is this feels good.
Yeah. That was a soliloquy. Well, I don't understand why you're not over here clapping. That was what he just spit. Well, you probably heard it before. That was masterful. I mean, we could stop this right now and just be like, that's all y'all need to hear. Y'all don't need to hear no more. You need to decide either you are gifted and you're willing to work that gift, or you're talented and you're willing to work
But
that.
everyone would say I'm gifted.
Yeah, right.
Who's gonna like
Right.
a case in point? When I was in high school, my freshman year, I played football, and man, I was trash. I was trash. They had me in the nose guard. They couldn't find a uniform that fit me. But my friends played football, so I wanted to play football.
Yeah.
All the homies was doing it, and I made it through the freshman season. It was good for me to like the camaraderie, the chemistry. But a couple things I realized, next season when they was like, "Yo, come," that was I'm sorry, that was sophomore year, not freshman year. So next season when they decided me to come back for varsity, I came to like the first two practices, and it was just you dealing with the seniors now, and they moving faster, and they
They
even
stronger. They
they
bigger.
they even more in your face. And I was like, yeah, I can't I can't even escape letting people talk to me this way because I got to take orders. I'm not comfortable with that. But then on top of that, it was just people outperforming me. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't invested enough. And then I thought to myself, I said, what's the probability of me making it to the NFL? I thought about that for a couple hours. I was like, I ain't going to the NFL. I'm just not good enough. That wasn't my gift,
Right,
right? So I
right.
said, y'all go ahead. I see y'all at the practice every day. We'll hang out then. And I went to pursue mine.
And see, but that took an introspective honesty that I challenge people, even my players that I coach. I challenge them. Let's talk. I want you to ask yourself in your own space a couple of questions. One of them is always going to be, are you really, really gifted in what you're trying to do? And then I want you to consider that no one else is around you except you and God. And he already know the truth. It's okay to tell yourself the truth that you would likewise not want to hear in a
Mhm.
public space.
Yep.
So because it's just you there.
Hmm.
And if you can do that and be okay with hearing yourself tell yourself the truth about where you are on your level of giftedness and or talent,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
we can take that and build on that.
Yeah.
But if you keep playing like you're something that you're not, you're telling yourself a lie.
Yeah.
You keep telling yourself that you have Kyrie Irving like handles, but you can't prove it because you always getting ripped. You keep telling yourself You've got Steph Curry range and shooting, but your three-pointer gets blocked and your ball rotates to the side. So let's tell ourselves the truth and do it in a space where it's just you.
Yeah.
Because once you can live in the truth, you can align your truth with it.
And that's something that is a continuous journey, right?
It's tough.
It's like peace.
Yeah.
It's like joy, right?
Come on, man.
Those are things that are ever evolving,
Yeah.
right? And so what's your goals? What made you happy at times at 13 wasn't necessarily the same at 23.
Right.
What made you happy at 23 might not be the same at 40, and so on and so forth, right? Because the range, the perspective, experience, life hands you things. And, in the music industry, I find it oftentimes from an artist perspective, I've seen a lot of artists attempt to be artists and realize that they were probably better behind the camera, behind the booth. And so they turned into being amazing producers, amazing engineers. And of course, you slip through the cracks. There's a ton of people who should be behind trying to force their way in front, and they're never really as impactful, or it doesn't garner interest. That's not to say they don't have talent, but
Right.
oftentimes it's like people always say everybody wants to be, and this will be my last sports analogy, I promise. Everybody wants to be Mike. No one's interested in being Scotty. Well, damn, Scotty's a Hall of Famer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Scotty shoes sold the second highest in Nike after Jordan or whatnot. Scotty led the league in scoring 2 years in a row or whatnot, especially when Michael retired. He took the Bulls, to the conference finals.
One bad call away from being in the finals.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm okay with being Scotty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Scotty back then. I don't want
Yeah,
public stuff now.
yeah.
I don't want to be Scotty now. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Scotty couldn't hold on to his girl, and he talks too much now. But I'm okay being Scotty, right? It's so. What about Grant Hill? It's okay being Grant Hill
Right.
or Charles Barkley. You know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson. Like, hell, I'd be Kenny Jet Smith. You know what I'm saying? It's a place and a space for everybody, and I think within my realm and my peers, I've come to a place within my career where I realize this is all seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think within our culture, we're always forced to compete with each other, right?
Sure.
As executives, as artists, in this culture that we live in, because it's always me against the world. But I've chosen to look at things like, I always ask myself now, at this age with a little bit of life experience, what if I'm just happy for the people around me that are winning? And what if I don't always have to be the one to break the tape in the relay race, right?
Right.